life shine. You gotta be working to get the woman and the wine. Keep the beat and get your hands in the air. Shuffle it quick cause it's an African affair. To Buffalo Park and our home at St. George's. We're bringing the silverware back on the board. Yeah. That's the way of the warrior. That's the way of the warrior. That's the way of the warrior. That's the everyday warrior.
Down, coming out of PE town. One drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Center Stage.
You know, when your bandmates laugh at the pain that you get, you know.
I know, it's very sadistic of them.
Sadistic.
I would never laugh. I would only wake you up then.
All right, welcome to Gino's Spot, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today, Tuesday, every single Tuesday, 6:30. That's what we do, and we've like burst into already. We've given away our guest today because it's Derryn Fuller tonight, and we've wanted to get Derryn on for ages, but we have to do our thank yous, of course. Gino's Spot was very reliant on our sponsors, and thank you so much to Fitch and Leeds in the corner there. Check it out.
Ooh, beautiful.
It's beautiful. The way
I'm drinking it already. Actually, to be
it's
honest.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We've already had a little bit of gin and tonic. So tell us where you're watching from, what you've been doing. Tell us anything. Thank you for the food. Yes, Grace at Fat Cats. She's provided some chow for us as well.
Delicious.
It's very nice. It's quite cold outside, so we're quite snug.
Indeed.
We're snug inside
Yes.
here.
I've eaten 3.
And my little pizza oven at the back here. We're going to get that fired up.
Oh,
During
beautiful.
COVID, we actually fired it up once or twice, but we haven't had any pizzas for a while.
And I had no invites.
Yeah, no, I know. We'll have to do that.
Rude.
And we also, Amobia for our internet. Thank you so much to Nicola and the team. And Nicola, I saw her at one of our shows, which we did now recently, and yourself as well.
I was there. It was fantastic.
The new Bay West, Center Stage at Bay West. If you haven't liked the page already, go to Center Stage at Bay West. Like the page, there it is. That's the one. Powered by Lineout. That's Ronnie van Jansveld and the guys. And Fitch and Leeds. And
Please go and do that.
An amazing venue. We've had, I think, almost 6,000 people going through there in the last 4 weeks. It's been completely insane, and it's been a blur. And that's why my voice is like
A blur of sequins.
Yes.
I've never wanted to wear more sequins in my life since watching ABBA on Saturday. So
ABBA.
please do yourself a favor and go there. Go and watch.
We got the 80s show coming next on the
Ooh,
1st.
I can still
and
wear
2nd.
sequins.
80s, magnificent 80s. There it is. Gary's on cue. Turn up the music. It says there. Get your tickets from Wendy or from Quicket, and you can dress up. You can dress up and do your thing. We got some incredible songs. We got some Eurythmics. We got some Buddy Idol. We've got some. Oh, there's all sorts. There's all sorts. Last night we were doing some Roxette, which was also to the tail end of the 80s Roxette.
Ooh, absolutely.
We're very careful to keep it in the 80s. We had to.
You have to respect the genre.
You have to respect the genre, right?
Yes.
So we're doing that on the 1st and 2nd of November at our new venue, and it's going to be. Well, yes. We have the horny section, or we call it the horny section, or they call themselves the brass holes, which is Sean Lyon and the guys. They wear that.
So many beautiful names.
Tiago and Sean, and we're doing the. And Curtis Kittle with 3 amazing brass players, and I cannot wait as a drummer it's just the best thing to play with a brass section.
I
Derryn,
can absolutely imagine.
it's just the best because you get to these sections of these songs where there's just this brass coming out and belting out.
And then you just get to go like fast on the drums.
The
I love
hairs
it.
stand up on my arms.
I can imagine it'd be very cathartic. I would also like to smack things.
Totally.
Yes.
And so we've got the whole brass section. We've got, it's a full band, 11 piece, I think, or maybe even more. I don't even know. I haven't even counted. 12 piece. It is 12 people on stage doing all that stuff. And of course, Rory McLaren is back with us as well.
Yes,
Rory.
as I saw on Saturday,
Yeah.
and then I will probably be in the audience dressed up as Billy Idol because
There
obviously
we
I
go.
just
Well, I'll be doing the Billy Idol. I'm doing Rebel Yell. I love Rebel Yell.
ooh, I love that song.
I love that song too.
Anyway,
So
I
we're
just
going to
look
do
like
some
Billy Idol. obviously.
Billy Idol, you know, we're doing a bit of that. And so Magnificent 80s, do not forget and book your tickets now because those tickets are going fast. Like I said, we've had a pile of people coming through. It's a beautiful venue, safe. The sound is unbelievable. There's a bar there. There's food there. Grace is going to be doing our chow. There we go. There's James, Tara's husband there, demonstrating the Hall of Mirrors.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I felt magical. It felt like Bridgerton.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly. It must feel like Versailles. The Room of Mirrors.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we
Guys,
wanted that
please.
feel. So that's it's the whole experience. You know, you got to get.
It really is an experience.
that experience.
You're walking into another world, and now apparently you're going to get 12 people.
Yes, on stage as well.
On stage.
It's fantastic.
Yes.
But let's not dilly-dally about that because it's time to interview my guest who is sitting next to me right now and introducing the show.
Hello.
It's Derryn Fuller, and we're going to have an intro for you as well. It's all you.
It's all me. My goodness.
I watch you watching our Netflix and go Amazon
Prime and
Guru.
yes, absolutely.
that stuff.
I really do. I really do. I wish I had more of an exciting life, but I do not, tragically. However, I can help anyone else who wants to know what to watch.
What you should be watching.
What you should be
and what are you watching at the moment?
Ooh, okay. So because of course it is October, which
Yes.
is naturally it's Halloween. I don't care what day
Halloween.
it is. It's Halloween.
Okay.
Whole month is Halloween.
Yes.
So there are some very good horrors at the moment.
I don't know. I'm scared of horror movies.
I know. Not everyone loves the horrors. So, but I'm still going to name them because it's October.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yes,
Okay. Which
Halloween.
ones?
Okay, so at the moment, Long Legs. Okay, so Long Legs came
Long
out.
Legs.
Long Legs.
Long legs.
Long Legs
Okay,
is.
Long Legs.
It is such. Yes, actually, I think they just.
Spider.
Spider, but it's got Nicolas Cage in it.
Oh.
And I know automatically you're like either this is a brilliant movie or this is like a very Z-grade movie. But this movie is so good, and it's directed by Oz Perkins, who incidentally is the son of Anthony Perkins
Oh, and
from Psycho.
Psycho guy.
Psycho guy. Yes. So Long Legs is just this absolutely random serial killer supernatural movie with Nicolas Cage.
Sure.
And it is just perfection, honestly, you know. And the way that they advertised it, you had no idea what was going to happen. You just knew it was a serial killer, and it was Nicolas Cage.
Oh my God.
And like a really white pasty thing going on.
oh.
But it was so good. It was really, really good. It's fantastic. So that's serial
These
killer
twists
film.
in them. What's the essential sort of things in a horror movie, or what do you enjoy in a horror
Ooh,
movie?
okay. So for me personally,
what do you like?
Me personally, I really love. Whoa! I don't have much left. Don't take 10 years off my life. So my favorite genre is actually haunted house. Really love haunted house. I don't know why. No idea why. So like Haunting of Hill House.
Is it a nostalgia thing?
I think I just like the idea that a house is
Okay,
haunted.
haunted, okay.
Yes, I love the concept, you know. Because I mean, Haunting of Hill House is my favorite book.
That was great. I
Ooh,
did enjoy
series.
that.
Series
I didn't
is
think that was a
amazing.
horror. I thought that was really good.
Ooh, that was a horror. I mean, that was
okay.
pretty horrible.
Hill
And the
House.
jump scares, Gary wants. You're going to get a couple of jump scares
Yeah.
with that in particular. So Haunting of Hill House, I really enjoyed the book.
There were two of them. It was,
They were.
the-
Second was Bly Manor. Haunting
yes.
of Bly
that's-
Manor.
We watched those two. I did.
Yes, and in actual fact, because Mike Flanagan is the director of both of those, and he also directed Midnight Mass, which is also on Netflix.
Okay.
Also a horror. But it's a lot more subtle and it's a lot slower. Can't say too much.
Don't want to give it away.
Yes, exactly. It's a horror, but it's more subtle. It's very beautiful dialogue and some
some blood.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, but other movies that are really good on other channels. I'm trying to think of how people can necessarily watch them. House of Spoils just came onto Prime, which is about this restaurateur who just busted out on her own. She's opening up her own restaurant. And she's really talented, but obviously, she's taking a big risk. And she gets this property that's quite old. And of course...
It's haunted.
I mean, what would an old property be if not haunted?
When you think of what goes into starting a new business that you have to deal with.
Right? Insurance,
carpeting, new painting.
Ghosts.
Now you've got that as well.
It's always you need insurance against the ghosts, guys. If you can get that, do that before you open a business.
As if you don't have enough to worry about.
Exactly.
As an entrepreneur.
Exactly. Ooh, exactly. And this is not necessarily a new film. It's actually like maybe a couple of years ago, but I think it's a very indie. So you wouldn't necessarily have heard of it.
High budget and low.
No, not high budget, but very creepy.
Okay. Because they're got to be clever. I mean, if you've got to be, if you haven't got the budget, you've got to be much more clever.
Absolutely. I absolutely love a film when I'm watching it and by the end I'm looking at the screen and I'm just like, what just happened to him? I have no idea. I need a bit of therapy.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Yes, okay.
So Fresh is with Sebastian Stan from Marvel.
Oh.
I know. Sebastian Stan. Fresh is... I won't give anything away with that one. But it's good. It's so good. Watch it. Fresh. And then also What You Wish For, which is also low budget. Yeah. Also about a chef who visits a friend who's got a really great job. And then he incidentally ends up getting that job. But, of course, he should be careful what he wished for because...
Okay, because then something...
Yes. And they're so twisty. They're so twisty and horrifying. And it's
Do you
just...
like a good twist?
Oh, I love a good twist.
Yeah.
I absolutely love a good twist. If at the end of a film I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I wish I'd written this.
And then it all fits together. That's
yes, exactly.
The Hill House was like that. It was like almost to the end.
Hill House was beautiful. Nothing like the book, incidentally, but the series was fantastic. And Mike Flanagan as a director is just amazing. Yeah. He's so good. Yeah. And he's married to like the lead actress in all of his series.
But I love the way when this does happen, and then you can also relate everything to it. It's like all of a sudden everything falls into place.
Yes, exactly.
It's like dominoes.
It's all the puzzle. It's the horror puzzle pieces coming together, and that's why I've watched Haunting of Hill House at least 3 times.
Yes. Okay.
Because then you rewatch it and then you're like,
you say, "Oh, that's why that was there."
Exactly.
That was
exactly.
there.
Especially Haunting of Hill House because there are a lot of things. If you rewatch, look in all the corners and all the scenes that you're watching.
Oh wow!
Yes, and you'll see things that you didn't see the first time.
No
around.
ways!
Yes.
That is so crazy.
I know. No. That as a director, Mike Flanagan is just amazing.
If a horror movie was written by Derryn, what would it be called?
Nicola. Oh, my friend. Oh, you and I still need to do our horror shoot in the woods.
Oh, you're going to shoot a movie together?
No, we're going to do a horror shoot. So, dress up as ghosts or, just have like a shovel and some fake blood spatter.
Do you think, how would you write a horror if you had to write a horror for your movie that you're going to do with
Nicola? Well, I mean,
you go from the end first, and then you realize work out the ending.
Not the end. It would probably be from like chapter 2 to chapter 8 to chapter 5 to chapter 9. Yes, I love confusing. I love anything that's super confusing.
No, I mean, to actually write it, you'd have to have the end. You'd have to have the end, and then you'd work extrapolate backwards, and then you'd start to shoot from the side. I did study film a little bit. So, did you?
Yeah, I did.
See,
so a 4-page treatment would probably be what I would do before either writing a screenplay or writing 4-page treatment. So like your summary in 4 pages. I did write a horror, obviously.
Did you?
Yes, I did. It was incidentally called The Village. Don't come for me, Shyamalan. It was before your movie.
Damn it, I think. Damn them with their copyrights.
Yes, either that or it was just after, and I'm sorry. But it was never published or bought, so don't worry about it. Nicola, I would have to say probably Derry, Maine, just because of the obvious. I mean, Derry, Maine is the main
Yes.
city in Stephen King's books.
Oh.
So my name is just perfect for
Yes.
Derry, Maine.
How crazy is that?
I know.
There's some comments here. Let's go look through the comments quickly. There's lots of people online saying, how's
Hello.
it? Wendy, what you watching? She's saying,
That's
there we
me.
go. It's Wendy Thompson. Camilla, hello, Gino and Jerry, watching from my bed. Oh, very nice.
I hope you're drinking something nice.
And I hope your dog is with you there.
Hello,
as
Auntie
well.
C.
Yes, oh, there we go. Is it
Well done on the cake
Shirley
win.
Ashington. And I know, of course, Ashley is my old mate of mine.
Oh, yes.
Her hubby's
Tis my uncle.
Miso, yes. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
Your uncle.
What?
In-law.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
no.
Janelle is saying, how's it?
My queen, my
From
queen.
my
This is who taught me my 4-page treatment.
Oh,
yes.
wow, okay,
She has like a freaking PhD in Alien.
Oh.
She's amazing.
Awesome. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, please.
Can't do
Oh.
that. Can't chat GPT things. Brendan Kelly, how's it? Brendan, are you going to send us an update as to the motor stuff
Brendan.
that's happening? Rather chilly evening, you're right. Good for a cherry in front of the fire. And I'm going to pour myself another G&T
don't get cold.
right now. Because I haven't had a good G&T in a while, actually. Because we've been so busy with this bloody venue.
Hello.
And there we go. Charles Jacobs. Charles Aubrey Jacobs. How's it, Charles? Nice to have you as well. What are you drinking there, Charles? Have you got something to fill your glass? Philip Loeb Show all the way from the US. The US of A. That's where he is.
I just love this. I feel like the queen because I'm literally just having to sit here and drink and say hello to people.
And people, I know.
It's amazing.
There we go. How's it, man?
Hello.
Justin Moore. How's it, Justin?
Oh my word! Hello, Justin.
Justin, of course,
Oh,
from-
F2. Oh, that's
What's
an old
F2?
nickname of mine.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Was he at school with you, Justin?
No, we just know each other. Technically, I know him through a cousin that I discovered that I had.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
actually
very
related,
complicated.
you mean?
No, we are not. But he was friends with the person that is.
Okay.
It's complicated.
All right.
It's
okay.
PE.
It's complicated with Justin. Justin, is that our Justin from Fitch and Leeds as well?
It is. Yes, it is.
And he is an absolute legend. Thank
Oh,
you,
he's-
Justin. We are drinking your blue tonics tonight. Look at
Yes, you encourage me daily with your Facebook upposts because everything you post looks really delicious.
that. It does.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so would that be your job if you could choose it? Like if you win the lotto tomorrow and you've got 60 million rand in the bank.
Ooh.
And then you just do what you want to do. So
Ooh.
what would you
Okay,
do?
well, I'm a very lazy person, at the core of my being.
Shouldn't be
So
admitting that in public,
I shouldn't be. It's true. I shouldn't be. But no, my absolute dream is to write. I would absolutely write a novel. Absolutely. I've always wanted to be the female Stephen King.
Oh,
Stephanie King.
King.
Yes.
Queen
That is
Stephanie Queen.
Yes, Queen Stephanie. So that has just, absolutely always been my dream to be a writer. That would be just amazing.
I think you'd be very good.
Thank you.
I think you should try.
So much. You know what I also like is then I can still go to the shop and buy milk and nobody
Yes.
will accost me.
Yes, because I don't really know you. Because you could even go under nom de plume.
Exactly. So I would still have the money aspect of fame.
Would you write as a man?
Oof. Well, I will just put my name on there because Derryn. Is it a girl?
Derryn.
Is it a guy?
Who
Nobody knows. So
Thanks, Glenn. for
I
that.
know. Yes, thank you for that. So, my name is a mystery automatically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So they when but
Yes.
let's see the picture on the cover, which would obviously be like,
Ooh,
you know,
maybe I'd have a strange angle or,
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
bit of hair, the hair blowing back. Or
Ooh,
something.
yes, exactly. Just a wisp of
Thelma
hair.
and Louise kind of vibe.
Nice. Except without going over the actual hill and perishing.
No actual
Yes.
cliff.
No cliff.
Yeah, it'd be an anglerfish.
Oh, guys.
Your anglerfish is your thing. I know that from your Watcha watchings. You always say the anglerfish.
I can't even tell you how I discovered anglerfish, but it is my absolute favorite thing. Anglerfish, it is, I'm not going to lie, it's the ugliest fish you'll ever see, but it just has this beauty to me, It's at the depths of the ocean. It's also lazy because, there's not much happening down there.
Not a lot.
They have to move very little and eat the tiny bits of, whatever they
Yes,
find.
shit.
Literally, if the guy fish actually finds a female fish, he just literally attaches. That's dating. They're married, and he becomes part of their whole blood system.
Really?
Legit. I mean, that's anglerfish. It's very romantic.
I think that the nostalgia that you've got about anglerfish. Okay?
Yes.
I have a theory.
Oh, I like it.
Did you ever go to the museum when they had the diving bell in it?
Yes, I did.
You see, I think it's because when you were very, very small, because you're quite a lot younger than I am. I remember going as a youngster.
I love that.
You push that button.
I'm very young, so yeah.
You pull that lever, and then
Yes.
the paper used to go up
Yes.
at our PE museum.
I love that.
I don't even know if that diving bell is still there, but it was the best thing ever.
Honestly, museums. Oh, guys, I'm gonna major nerd alert. So obviously, I love museums so much.
Yeah.
And when I was undisclosed age, let's say
Yes.
10,
Yes.
9, whatever, I was a part of the museum nerd club, and we actually had a sleepover in the museam.
Wow.
It was the best night.
One night at the museum.
Exactly.
Yeah, yes.
Before Ben, it was mine.
Yes.
And I love dinosaurs, still love dinosaurs. And we got to sleep over. We had like a quiz thing, so you should run around the museum at night.
cool.
We got to make a volcano. And then we watched movies next to the Brontosaurus.
Oh, that is the best.
It was
I
amazing.
wonder if they could. They must do this with the new one. We've got to speak to. Oh, there's an anglerfish.
Oh, see, guys, that's my fish.
Good God, man,
If
it's
it
ugly.
could survive,
That's got
the
a
shallow
freaking human
depths.
eye. Come on, Gary. That's
Look at its
surely-
lure. Look at its beautiful lure that it uses to
That
eat
is not-
things.
That is clearly not a real anglerfish.
It's a pity.
And look at that eye. Come on.
It's beautiful. If it could survive, the shallow depths, I would definitely have one in a fish tank, but it would just die. So
No, you're not so good with plants and animals.
I'm really not so great with plants. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, everyone who's bought me a plant before, they're alive. I promise.
all alive.
They're all alive. You just haven't seen them.
Set them free. Set them free.
Yeah, they're growing somewhere.
Garden in heaven.
Luckily, don't have any animals as per now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, but I want a fish.
Yeah, fish. Have you got an aquarium?
I have an empty aquarium, so I have the potential of future fish.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Is it a big one?
Biggish.
Because I quite like this. And it's always in the James Bond movie or something. They've got an aquarium.
Ooh, it just looks so classy.
Yeah,
it
it does,
really does, and villainous. I mean,
Yes,
if
yes,
it could
yes,
be, if it
villainous.
could be large enough, and I could have like piranhas
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
background,
yes.
and I could say, "Yes, Mr. Bond, I'm going to drop you in my tank." Unfortunately, my budget doesn't really cover piranhas.
To stick with Mr. Powers, you mean?
Mr. Powers, my pleco will nip at you. So yes,
Sharknado.
not as threatening. Oh.
Sharknado.
Oof, I couldn't even finish.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that's-
Dad, I love you, but I could not
No,
sit
it was-
through
It
Sharknado.
was proper shite.
It really was.
Yeah.
And I like B grade on occasion, but that was something else.
I see Nicholas saying that sounds like a marriage. I'm not sure what she was talking about.
Sounds like my marriage.
Maybe one of the horror movies.
Basically, is it the anglerfish thing?
Oh, the anglerfish. Right.
To be fair, look, the anglerfish are doing perfectly well at the depths of the ocean, so sounds like a good basis for a marriage.
Maybe. Well, I just what are you on about? Anglerfish, of course you are. Yes.
So yes, this is the other half of the colonics.
Yes.
Don't ask us why we named ourselves.
Because it's
that.
Colin, that's why. Colin.
Yes, that's why.
And Colin is. I mean, I mentioned to you earlier that Colin used to babysit me when I was small as well.
That is amazing
He
news.
is that old.
That is amazing news, Colin. Next time we have
He's
a gig,
possibly the oldest person I know.
I'm gonna use that as an introduction the next time we have a gig.
What are you drinking, Colin? Have a nice drink with us as well. That'll be nice. And I see Leonie de Vet says, aren't English fish parasitic as mates? Oh, they could be.
Well, yes, I mean they are,
And they
but I
just
mean
light up. They got this light, and then it attracts fish.
it's
and then
bioluminescent lures, which is yes, it is to eat people, or eat things.
Things.
Eat whatever they can find at the depths
Something
of the
that
ocean.
gets attracted to their little luminescent thing.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
I think it's a failing on the part of the human species that we don't have
something.
bioluminescence.
Yes, no, we should possibly have something like that, or something coming off our forehead just to attract the other
Right?
sex.
Yes. I mean, it'd be much better than Tinder.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Lure Tinder.
She's got her light on. Roxanne!
Right. You don't have to put your lure light on. So yes, I think bioluminescence is very important. And yes, they are
yes.
parasitic.
Are they? So they shower other things, others themselves. I'm drinking
Oh, no.
food gunk. Oh dear, no, that's bad.
Colin, no.
Oh dear.
You need to be drinking more.
And there I see Janelle saying anglerfish are ambush predators. Oh, that sounds more like it.
Janelle knows. I mean, she sent me this incredibly beautiful long list of all the sea creatures at every level.
Lovely.
I really love sea creatures.
But that's what's the same as that diving bell. It's Herman de Blanche. How's it, Herman?
Yes.
Nice to see you there as well.
Hello.
Legend.
Hello,
rock,
Herman.
Rock music lover.
Ooh, hello.
He was. I met him when I was playing with Zister, our metal band. He was.
Man, that's so cool. I don't have any cool stories like that. I met them when I was playing with ...
Well, your dad was the muso, wasn't he?
Yes, well, I mean, you
Glenn
know,
Fuller.
the Fuller family trio was,
Okay.
I think, the only official name we had. Oh, Gandalf and the Doctor.
Who were the three?
So back in the day, the Fuller family trio was myself, my dad, and my sister. Then Gandalf and the Doctor was my dad and myself. Obviously, because I love Doctor Who,
And you like Gandalf.
and he loves Gandalf.
Oh, I see.
He was named Gandalf.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently because he was smart, but I think it's just because he was grey.
Probably.
Yeah.
Might have had a beard.
Mixture of
Shannon
both.
Levy says, "Hey, don't knock Tinder too much." So there's no other choice.
Oh no! You know what I said? I mean, I was on there for 5 minutes. It was very scary.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I find online is going to be scary. I don't know if any of you
Oh,
have done
thank
online
you.
dating. Zakama,
I
Chakala,
am very enthusiastic.
wicked enthusiasm. She's always full of energy.
I really am.
Yeah. Gary wants to know about your admiration for Stephen King.
Ooh, for Stephen. Oh my goodness. Okay, well. Oh wow. Where do you even start?
Well, he's this different thinker, I suppose.
Stephen is amazing. I mean, the fact that he has, the fact that all of his books are intertwined and linked as characters, towns, it's just fantastic.
Well, all his books linked together.
The majority of his books are linked. You'll find links, and links that aren't even obvious. You'd have to actually be like a Stephen King
Like a nerd.
nerd to actually even see the links. And I mean, people love it so much. I mean, Stranger Things has so many references to Stephen King just because Stephen King love is out there.
Yeah.
So, okay, my favorite, you know what they always say about millennials in general, or like my age group, is that there was always a Stephen King book that you read too young. And that's why you are the way you are.
Yes.
And for me, that was probably it.
It to the clown. Well,
Yes.
You don't like clowns, or what do you
I
enjoy
don't
horror,
think
so?
I don't think anyone enjoys clowns after that.
No.
Stephen King apparently got huge complaints from clowns because he did ruin their friendliness.
He did.
But another theory. So Pennywise, the clown,
Yes.
he activates every 27 years.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a spoiler, but guys, the book's been out since 1986.
Oh my soul.
So Pennywise activates every 27 years. So in the book, that was 1958/1957, which is when my dad was born.
Oh.
And guess who was born 27 years later? That would be me.
Nice.
So I have a theory that we are somehow linked to Pennywise. Because I was born 27 years later.
Wow.
And yes, so Stephen King is just fantastic.
And 86 is how many is 27 from 86?
Okay, my age. So yes, my favorite Stephen King book is probably Needful Things.
Needful Things.
Or The Shining. But don't tell me about Kubrick's version. Nobody.
Is that the movie?
No, not the movie.
The book.
The book.
So better.
Because what happens? So Stanley Kubrick, he changed the entire ending of the book, which made Dr. Sleep, which is the sequel, completely change as well.
Okay.
So
wow.
it took out my favorite scene, but whatever.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Now, what was that about the floating, Janelle?
Better.
She says we all float. We all float down here. What's
We
that?
all float down here.
Is that what
So,
the thing says?
yes, that's what Pennywise says, because we all float down here.
What is it? Pennywise and pound. What is it? What's the saying?
What?
Penny wise and pound foolish. Yeah.
Guys, I don't think that's in any way linked to Stephen King, so unfortunately I think that's out of my scope of knowledge. Yeah.
Nicola Ross
yes.
says Stephen King was or is in the band with Matt from The Simpsons.
Oh my word.
Is it not Faith Plus One? Faith Plus One was my favorite band in
The Simpsons supposedly know everything before it happens, and I don't know if
Sorry,
it's
that was
actually
South Park.
true.
Sorry, Faith
Oh,
Plus
yeah,
One
no,
was
South Park was legit.
it's a mismatch. And then I
It's been a while
Janelle
since.
also saying that about the anglerfish there. She's saying
Yes.
that the male anglerfish joins with the female permanently and becomes part of a body. That's it's a insurance.
It is true. He actually eventually gives up everything and becomes
see.
part of the whole blood.
Oh,
They're
see,
just
is
one
that what
being.
the marriage is like? I see what you mean. Okay, I'm
Yeah, pretty
getting
much.
it. Oh, my word. Yes, no,
Yeah,
that's quite hectic, eh?
it is kind of. I'm not entirely certain if it's very romantic.
Yeah, it's a bit
But it's
like,
committed.
a bit needy.
The commitment is there, you know.
Like you
That's,
never get to experience your own time, me time. Then after that, isn't it?
no, not so much. No. You're pretty committed. I mean, he is now a part of your actual body.
That is like
So-
a horror movie on its own.
Yeah, you're not getting out of that one. I'm sorry.
He's like, okay. So series. What about series?
Ooh.
What are your favorites?
Okay, so currently, like at the moment, the best series I'm watching is called From. It's also a horror. It's a horror sci-fi. So if you guys have watched Lost before,
Yes.
which is also one of my
Oh, you're gonna push that button
favorites.
every 5 minutes or whatever it is.
Oh, so
Boom.
oh, but that's the whole thing, you know. I love something that is so incredibly complicated that okay, fine, Lost did kind of get
Jesus,
lost a wee bit
it went long. It went
towards
so
the
long.
end, but just that whole the vibe behind that and the mystery, as in when you're watching it, every time the season ends, you're like, oh my word, that's amazing. Like, what does any of this mean?
What is going on?
Yes. So
I mean, I think I know what's going on, but I don't know.
Exactly. So From is very reminiscent of Lost. And this is a couple that they're driving, trying to go on holiday in their caravan, and then they come across a tree in the middle of the road,
Yeah.
and they take another route, which takes them to a little village.
Oh,
And I don't know
The
how much
village.
I can. Yes. Oh, Shyamalan, please don't come for me again. But
so, okay, then things take another turn.
things take a very,
Do they stay
very
over?
interesting
Do they stay over in
turn.
the-
They stay over a very long time.
Oh, my
Very
soul.
long time.
Okay.
And it has, man,
There it is.
it actually has the main, or one of the main
Wow,
actors
look at
from
that.
Lost in it. So it's
Yeah.
it's a fantastic series. So now it's on its third
Look at
season
that guy with a
currently.
school bill. That's quite freaky even.
Ooh, I wish I could tell you so much. But so it's in its third season. It's fantastic. It's only actually been delayed because of the writer's strike. But now it's in its third season. Currently, the fourth episode has just aired.
Oh man, that is cool. Okay, so
I
we're
know.
gonna watch it. It was called
Ooh,
From.
yes, please watch From. From is fantastic. A series in general that I love. Anyone who has the misfortune of being on my Facebook page
Yes.
knows how much I love Good Omens. Especially Gary. Gary was mystified at how much I love Good Omens.
Didn't like Good Omens.
As was people just couldn't understand how I was so obsessed with it. Even myself. I mean, I watched that I don't know, like 20 times. So Good Omens, that's so good.
Yeah,
So good. It's very strange. It's a apocalyptic comedy angel heaven thing, but it has Michael Sheen and David Tennant.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you can't really go wrong with that.
I know. What's his Sheen? That's other Sheen that was always drunk and
Michael Sheen is a
Michael Sheen.
saint. He is just a beautiful person. He doesn't even get paid anymore. He gives all of his money to charity. He's amazing. He's not like Charlie.
Okay. Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's the one that was throwing things out of
There's
his.
Michael Sheen. There.
There, that's my future husband when he gets
Charlie.
divorced.
And of course Barry Sheen, who's the motorbike rider.
yes, I do remember that.
Unrelated.
Completely unrelated, yes. I'm obsessed with the Michael. Oh, and yeah, series in general. Oh gosh, I have so many things that I have comfort rewatch shows, you know.
Okay.
That would be like Alias. I don't even know how many times I've watched that. Sydney Bristow, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Jennifer Garner. Okay.
Spy series. It's just
Oh wow.
it's just amazing. And then Schitt's Creek.
Oh, Schitt's Creek. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I got into that, but Philippa was watching it, and eventually it was too many. It's got to be too samey for me. I don't know.
Oh, no, it's beautiful. It's so lovely. Really? And I've got so much paraphernalia.
Oh, really?
Yes, I really do.
All the Schitt's Creek paraphernalia.
Yes, I do. I have a hat. I have I have Christmas decor, obviously, because don't get me started on Christmas, as you guys know.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
so
another thing
I'm
of
all
yours, Christmas.
representing.
Look at this, the snowflake.
Yes, it is.
I love it.
Yes.
Oh, is there a movie about poisonous snowflakes? It's coming soon on Netflix. With snow, snow is poisoned, and everybody dies.
Snow is poisoned?
Yeah, it snows.
Oh my word!
It snows all over the world, and then it touches you, you die.
Do you know how difficult it is to do Christmas and horror together? It's a very difficult genre combo.
Oh, there we go. It's coming soon. I just saw it last night on Netflix. I don't even know what it's called.
Guys, that's my new book.
Somebody out there, tell us what that's called. It's on Netflix. I see it's coming soon on Netflix.
Killer Snow.
Yeah, it's the snow that, I don't know. And I see Leonie saying that it's upside down orange tree.
So, oh man, we have so many references.
What is that?
Leonie and myself, we met at an English fest, and we watched this beautiful play that incidentally seemed to have an upside down orange tree. And that is what first linked us together. It is now friendship and cake, but...
It had like oranges on the roots.
No, it was just an orange tree. It was a tree that was orange and it was upside down.
Like, oh, I see.
It could really be very Blair Witchy if you think about
it.
it.
Specifically orange, like
Like
oranges.
the orange color.
Orange color.
Yes, not the fruit.
The colorblind just looks like orange.
Oh, sorry, mother. Yeah, no. Orange color.
Yes.
It was upside down. It was a tree. We could never really figure that one out, but we became friends, so it was worth...
But no, what has created this whole interest and I know Doctor Who's another one that you love, and I've never been really able to understand Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Oh gosh, it's very difficult to explain Doctor Who to anyone without sounding like a psycho.
Okay, so give me the basic premise so that I can go and watch Doctor. What should I enjoy about Doctor Who?
All right. So aside from the fact that my 30th birthday was literally in a TARDIS. That's for all you nerds out there. Time and relative dimension in space, which is the spaceship of the Doctor, who is the main character in Doctor Who.
So he's got a spaceship.
Technically, it's a police phone booth.
Oh, okay.
Which is bigger on the inside. It's a blue one.
A blue one.
It is blue.
Okay.
So essentially, the premise is that it's a 200-year-old Time Lord from
So he lives in the 1700s or 1800s.
No. This is relative in time and space. So he essentially lives wherever he was. I mean, Gallifrey's his planet. Unfortunately, he destroyed his planet. But spoiler, he didn't. But there are so many seasons, and the whole thing about Doctor Who is that he regenerates, or she regenerates, which means, like Bond, you can have 10. Exactly, you can have 10 different Doctors. My favorite is, of course, 10, which was David Tennant.
Oh, right. I see Gary's got a picture of the booth there.
Yes, it is.
Look at that.
Man, you know how many times I've wanted to build something like that and have a bar?
But I always see Doctor Who dressed in like a top hat and a thing, like Dr. Zeus.
No, Doctor Who, you see, each Doctor has their own particular style. So when they regenerate, they obviously have their own style. So 10, which is my Doctor, basically has a really incredibly long jacket and a suit.
Okay. And then which was the first one?
Oh,
series,
so the first one,
series.
the first one, that was like
movie?
60s, 70s.
It was a movie.
There was one movie in between each reboot. So there was originally a couple of seasons with a couple of Doctors, and it started off on the 9th Doctor.
Oh. Wow.
Don't come for me, guys. Don't come for me, Whovians. Okay. I assume the 9th Doctor, which was Chris. Okay. It was Chris. And then I think the 8th Doctor was in the film. That was kind of like a bridge between the old series and the new series. Okay. But it's really just like sci-fi on crack.
Doctor Who was like an old movie, like from the 50s.
The original series was. So Doctors 1, 2, 3, 4, etc.
Was it a TV series?
Yes.
Okay, and when we're talking about 2000s, 70s, 80s?
So Ooh, don't quote me.
When was it on? Was it on like
don't quote me on
NBC in the
this.
80s or something? Or
Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
It was on BBC.
BBC. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
And I think it was between the 60s and the 70s.
Okay, so there
60s
was
and
a
the 80s.
series then.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Nice.
And also mentioned in Good Omens, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So lovely.
Oh, my
Like
soul.
Doctor Who. Yeah, no. I have lots of
Doctor Who references and things that you.
I really do.
So you do love that. Whole thing.
I love Doctor
Because I'm going to have to
Who.
get into it. So
I dressed
so
up
what
as
do
the TARDIS for my 30th birthday.
Which one do I watch first?
As the TARDIS. Ooh, that's a tough one. So for me, I started off on the newer reboot. So that would be from the 9th Doctor upwards.
9th.
Yes. Okay. And honestly, that is enough to know. Okay. I think the older ones are a little bit difficult to get hold of, especially because the BBC just randomly came up with some that were lost or stolen, kidnapped. So, yes. So like on film, like actual legit film.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Wow, so I've got to watch the number 9 and that'll get me into it. And sort of start explaining things to me because I've got no idea what this Doctor is.
So some people say that it started off a bit weak. It was a bit corny. Yeah. I loved it from the first episode. It was amazing. It was just so, I absolutely love it. It's so sci-fi. Yeah. I mean, planets, everything is just, it's yeah. And then when it gets to David Tennant, I mean...
Okay.
Yes.
He's the winner.
It's just fantastic. It's really good. If you like sci-fi, it's not very horror, but it's sci-fi, and it's just...
Because do you like the thriller element, or because is there horror and thriller? Because there's... I could like certainly the horror stuff's like blood and guts and...
Tis true.
Tis true. Heads off and
can be
jump scares all the time. But the thriller stuff is almost like more reality. I think horror is less reality.
Yes, your horrors can also be reality-based.
Yeah.
But a thriller, I find that the best decade for thrillers was the 90s.
Yeah.
The 90s had, my dream is to always go onto Netflix and find that they've uploaded an old 90s thriller because those were just the best. They were so good. I mean, that's like The Bone Collector or Double Jeopardy. So yes, your 90s thrillers were just fantastic, and they are also it's also horror based because there are some serial killers, there is some murder,
yes,
but there's no supernatural elements.
Supernatural element was always to me like a horror then.
Yes, exactly.
It's like something that bends your mind a little bit, like because you almost it's that suspension of belief, isn't it? Once you start believing that something is like this, then they can manipulate your whole thing to make you believe all sorts.
Absolutely. There's so. I was just remembering more horrors that I've watched recently. Yeah. So The Substance. That's quite new. That's with Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh.
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's the whole idea is Demi Moore is a famous actress who's obviously reached a certain age, and now the industry is kind of like meh. Yeah, so she finds out about the substance you can take that will reduce aging.
Oh,
yes.
Wow!
And
everybody wants that. But what's it gonna do? What's the bad part?
It's very Cronenberg, so it's very body horror-esque, and that was an ending that had me just like, what did I just watch?
Oh my word!
The last 10 minutes, I was just like dead.
What is that?
Okay, so...
What is that now? Explain that picture, please.
Okay, so clearly... Okay, guys, also, once again, I'm so sorry if you're on my Facebook, you'll know about this obsession as well. Clearly, I'm a 90% horror gal, but I do like romance, as you can see from the anglerfish. Yes. But that series is called Nobody Wants This. It was so good. I watched all 10 episodes the same night. I still saw people saying, "Oh my goodness, I watched it so fast, 2 nights." I watched it in one sitting, guys. One sitting. I was just hooked. So Adam Brody, who was obviously your, I think he was in the OC, so like your 90s series.
All right.
Basically, we obsessed over him then. We're obsessing about him again now. So he's a rabbi. And Kristen Bell, who is also just amazing. She was Veronica Mars. She's a podcaster who has controversial subjects.
Yes.
So they meet each other and they obviously really like each other, but it's very complicated because of, their lifestyles, etc. And it is just the most romantic thing I've ever seen. Those 10 episodes made me believe in love, even more than the anglerfish. It was beautiful. It was such an amazing series.
You mustn't give these stalkers a line to go with, because they're going to watch that movie and then try and emulate something.
Ooh, I
marry you.
can't even try and say it won't happen. I mean,
Is that them in that movie?
Oh no! Oh gosh, guys, I don't have a life.
Who's that chickie? I know that lady there somewhere.
So I've also delved. You might wonder where do I find the time? I don't do anything, but I've also re-delved into Criminal Minds, which is
that Criminal Minds?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
currently playing on Disney.
Oh, okay.
They're not paying me to say that, but it's on Disney, and that is Spencer Reed and JJ. So he is a genius FBI profiler. She is a very lovely, essentially PR-esque person for the FBI, and it's just about crime. So much crime. Yes.
Do you enjoy crime? Because Philippa enjoys the crime stuff as well.
Well, I really do. I mean, I'm not saying go out and do crime, because don't do that.
No, don't like crime like that.
Yes, don't
like
do the crime
stuff.
Yes, I really do. I mean, true crime. I know way too much. Way too much about true crime.
Well, you must watch that Unsolved Mysteries thing, because I get irritated
I
by
have.
that. Because the Unsolved Mysteries is like irritating because they don't end. It doesn't have a happy ending.
I know, that is always the tragedy, because you start watching it, it's literally called Unsolved Mysteries. So I mean, you're not going to get an answer.
No, you're gonna have
But at the end, you're still so irritated. You're like, what?
no satisfaction whatsoever.
You don't know who did this?
No.
And
They're like, oh, we think it may be this person. And the next minute they're interviewing that person. They're like, hey, and I did that, and I did it. And
I know.
And they're so nice. And then you think that can't be them.
So Unsolved Mysteries is very frustrating.
Yes.
But even worse is when you have like a 10-episode crime series and there's no answer.
Oh, no.
That was
I
like
can't have that.
At Wit's End, which is also a crime series that's on Disney. And it's very good. Also, obviously, a true crime case.
Yeah.
But there is no answer. And watching that for 10 episodes with no answer.
No, that would kill me. Gary's got these pictures that he's bringing up for clues here. What's that? A little woman.
You're finding the more sensitive side of me, Gary.
There we go.
So Little Women, oh man, of course. I mean, it's
That's
such
the book.
yes, it's a beautiful book. I kind of prefer that film version with Winona Ryder. It's probably more close to the book, because there is a more modern version, which is very lovely. It just has a questionable ending, and with romance, I like my endings.
It must be resolved.
Yes, I want to know what happens. I don't want to think that this is a fantasy.
Happily ever after.
Yes, exactly. So Little Woman, in general with books, I mean, I really, really love Jane Austen. I love that genre. I'm not going to lie and say I don't like Bridgerton, because I love Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, Bridgerton is a thing for me, because I
read all the
should like
books.
it. I should love it, and I really was looking forward to it, because I thought to myself, this could be like historical, and I love historical.
No, it's not historical.
But it's not at all.
No, it's really not.
And that disappointed me.
No, look, I'm not going to lie. Look,
Because
Bridgerton.
honestly, that's just an invented world.
Yeah, no, you're not reading Bridgerton for the historical accuracy. You're reading it for the guys, really, or the girls. I mean, whatever. Yeah,
The relationship.
It's the romance.
With the spoon, with the what's it going? Whistle down.
Yes, no, Miss Whistledown. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to lie about that. There's not really all that much historical accuracy necessarily.
No. But you like the romance and the.
Oh, I love it. I randomly found the 5th book in a spa. I mean, a spa.
Okay.
Spa, not
yes.
spa. That's how much I like reading, by the way. I was just doing
found it in a
some
spa.
grocery shopping.
You're reading a book. Which spa sells books?
All of them.
Really?
All spas, yes. I've bought many books at spas. But this particular one, I think, was at the Humewood, some Australian one.
Howard's spa.
Howard, thank you.
Howard Robertson.
You introduced me to Bridgerton, so thank you.
Wow.
I found the 5th book before the series came out.
He's an English teacher.
Ah!
Geography anyway.
Oh, fantastic.
He was, but now he's owns the
Cool.
spa.
my favorite
There we
subject.
go.
So yes, I found the 5th book.
Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely loved it. And then I Googled it and found out, oh my goodness, there are like 9 books in this series. Oh my goodness, there's a Netflix series coming out in the next few years. So I was very pleased.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So I was a bit disappointed with Brisbane. I like historic epics. That's what I love. I
Oh
love.
yes, no.
I've been watching.
Bridgerton's not that
I
category.
Check out that. It wasn't Charlemagne. It was oh man, the Roman, like in the Roman Empire, or that's my thing. I love that.
Okay,
The historical.
I really like World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I know.
Also-
I really enjoy documentaries from World War II.
Yeah.
Ooh, and anything that's deep sea, National Geographic.
Oh.
Anything that has Egypt.
Egypt. Oh yes.
Or dinosaurs. 'cause
But
I
that's
love
also
dinosaurs. Yes.
isn't that the classic historical thing is like Egypt, because Egypt
Yes.
was always like in the early movies in the 50s and 60s, it was always like the mummy and then and they go into the
Yes.
underground, and then they find the tombs, and then there's stabbing things and poking things,
And they're still finding things. That's what I find fascinating.
It is.
Especially if you look into anthropology, because there was a documentary, Secrets of the Neanderthal, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Saw a bit of that too.
I think that was on
They were digging up in
Netflix.
the it was I watched that.
Yes, that was
Really good.
really fantastic. I love
Digging in
caves
the
as
cave.
well. I love caves and, the really old skeletons.
Yeah.
Yes. So I like a lot of genres.
And
Real
dockies,
life.
docky.
Oh, no, I love
Do you?
doc. Yes, I do.
You seen the one with dinosaurs, feathered dinosaurs?
Of course. I've watched anything that has anything to do with dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, feathers. It's like birds or dinosaurs.
I don't
If you look
accept
at a
it.
bird, man.
I know.
Look at them. They look like little bastards. They're little dinosaurs. They look. Imagine it.
I
Imagine
can.
being an insect.
What I really loved is, like that one part of the museum, our museum, they show you that one, I think it's the only new part for a long time, is showing you what various species would look like at the oxygenated levels that they had, because there was an excess of oxygen at that time. Yes.
Oh, you see this stuff you learn every day.
Yes, so like there would be a spider would be like the size of, like the half a car.
Just
and
because
of the excess of oxygen, yes.
Elevated oxygen.
Yes, there's also another series. Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. There's a great series.
So huge insects, you mean?
Huge insects. Because at one point, like the ocean ruled, and
Yes.
then everything was huge and eating each other in the ocean, and then and it was all volcanic on land.
yes.
Then it became green on land, and there was too much green, and that killed the oceans. But then the land had its time, and that's when all the insects became huge. Yes. Don't quote me on this though.
Yeah. I mean, I love that sort of thing, because you try and imagine this alternative world that actually
Yes.
existed. Like you're saying, if the land was inhabitable, it's like everything's in the oceans. It's a warmer ocean. There are things that are going to survive there in that
Yes.
earth. So then you think about other planets, like wonder. Because there are certainly...
There's definitely, of course, there absolutely has to be life on other planets, guys.
There's definitely life on other
Definitely.
planets. There cannot not be. The space
Especially
is too big.
Gallifrey. It is. It absolutely is. I mean, the little part that we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, no, there
Have you
absolutely
read
has
Bill
to be.
Bryson?
Yes, I have. I love
Bill Bryson
Yes.
book. It's the universe and everything in it, or something.
Yes.
It's amazing book, just because it takes basic facts or things that we've learned over the years,
Yeah.
and then pulls it apart, and you realize that like space, for example, is just so much bigger than we.
It really
can
is.
conceive.
It actually is. It's completely beyond. And that's also why I must admit I probably like deep sea creatures.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can't compare, the sea. The amount that we actually know about the sea is so little.
Yes.
There could be so many more worse things than an anglerfish, guys.
It can be.
Yes.
And even like Bryson also talks about inner space, like the in an electron or whatever. Or in an atom.
Oh,
the
okay.
distances. If you are as big as an electron, the distances are almost as big as space. It's
no.
So it's just all relative.
Yeah, no, that you're just going to go down that hole.
It's incredible.
You will never get out of that rabbit hole.
And the distance between the actual planets in our solar system.
Amazing, yes. Oh, so it's actually, and the fact that, some of them have diamonds in their atmosphere. I mean, it's honestly just amazing. It really is amazing.
It's like if you're a pinprick, you're like because we always see the planets in a row.
Yes.
We see the sun, and then there's Jupiter.
And we're just like...
And that, and we're like, it's all nice and neat and perfectly put in your book.
Yeah.
But that is so nowhere near
the actual size.
Scale,
I know.
Scale.
And the fact that we are the only planet that has bears.
Bears?
Yeah.
Oh, you reckon there's no bears?
There are no bears.
There are going to be bears on another planet.
Maybe space bears, but not our bears.
No, they're going to be the same.
Different bears.
I think there's another planet that's almost exactly the same as ours.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, in
my
our
Darren
solar
is gonna be
system. Ooh, I hope she's doing better than me. I hope she earns more. I'm just saying.
She's probably got a another different job.
Like in an alternate universe, I fully believe that Alanis Morissette is struggling to sing my songs. Yes, take that.
Take that, Alanis.
Parallel Alanis. Yes.
Hey, so listen, you were in Alex school.
I am indeed. Yes, Alexander Road.
Bred PE.
Yes.
Born in Sanford.
So PE.
Really?
Very PE. Yes.
And
from the streets of Kabiga / Funestel.
Kabiga, Funestel.
Yes.
Hey, who else was in Funestel?
From the streets.
Yeah.
Of Funestel.
Jenny from the block.
Yes, some Derry from the Avenue.
Funestel, I love
Derry
it.
from the Northumberland Avenue. Yes.
Okay.
I'm not giving away my current address, obviously,
Yeah,
because that's an old one, but that's where I was born, yes.
And that's where you grew up, but you're quite a tomboy.
Yes, heavens. The stories, guys. I mean, I was Eastern Cape fishing, no lie. Yes.
Eastern Province.
Eastern Province, yeah.
EP Fisher.
Yes, I know.
Well, that's got a blazer for you as well.
I have a blazer. Does it have sequins? Because
I don't know. It's not. It's kind of been
I've expressed my love for sequins.
used in the show.
Oh, it's tragic. So yes, we were a big fishing family. Yes, I could get a
tapeworm.
No, not a tapeworm. No.
No, you mean like a bait?
Yes. I was very good at getting bait. Pencils.
Bait.
Yes, I was a champion pencil
with the wire
getter. Yes. So Fisher did karate.
Karate as well, eh?
Yes,
a little bit of
karate.
violence.
After watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, not the series,
beat everybody up.
Yes, essentially. I mean, there was just that one move that I was obsessed, and I'm like, yes, karate. Why not? Karate. So I did karate.
Did you get black belt?
I got purple belt. So I was
purple.
The next belt would have been brown and then black. But I mean, even that.
Brown, black.
It sounds closer than it was. It's quite a long process, even from purple.
Well, you got to go up to the top of Mount Fuji and.
Oh, it gets very intense.
Well,
yes. Oh, yeah. No. Very intense.
How did you become an EP fisherman? How did you? Catch a good fish?
I really did. Props to my dad. I mean, to both my parents, but majoritively I went fishing a lot with my dad, as did my sister. And even though we were very teeny, we were wee ones.
Okay. Wee little ones. But my dad would make us cast, practice casting at home, quite rigorously. And you wanted 2 boys and you
got 2
girls.
Really, that is the theory. And to this day, someone actually mentioned at work the other day fishing. I got so excited because it unlocked a portion of my personality that I haven't accessed for so long. And I started talking about fist funk tunes. Yeah, and dipping the rod in the water so that your gut doesn't. Oh man!
Oh, wow. So
tips. So essentially, if you attended a certain amount of competitions and obviously caught a certain amount of fish and sizes, that's how you became. That's how you qualify for.
I don't want to say it, but I can't imagine that there were a lot of little girls that were fishing that regularly with their dads.
They were not so much. And he did give us really lovely sandwiches and steri stumpies.
I'm not putting down your skills.
No, not at all. No, look, legit. I was a tiny person and I got really large fish out of the water, so I had skills, as did my sister. But at the same time, my dad was very good in feeding us.
What's your sister's name? Where's she?
Megan is my sister. She is currently in the land of Scots.
Scotland.
Yes.
That's because they're Fullers are Scottish. Are they
No,
not-
apparently
not-
we're
not-
English. Look up our surname, guys.
So you just occupiers, really.
Back in the day, look up what a Fuller used to do.
Fuller.
Yeah,
What they
that
used
was
to do.
our job.
What
It
did they
was
used to do? They'd pick up animal crap or something.
almost. It was, we would take like cloth apparently and put urine on top of it and stamp on it.
Fuller, put urine on top. I mean, look, Fabry is a blacksmith.
Oh, well, that's so much cooler.
Yeah,
I was a
well-
urine stamper.
What the hell did you do that for?
I don't know. My ancestors were weird.
is
What
wrong
can I
with you
say?
guys,
I
man?
don't know. I mean, there's just not enough urine stamping positions currently.
They take cloth and they pee on it.
No,
Oh.
no, it's other people's pee, guys. No,
Yes.
yes,
Good. Oh, good. Oh, well, that
apparently
makes a
it's
lot of difference.
imported, and we just stood on it.
It stood on it for what reason?
Soften the cloth.
Soften the cloth. Oh, it
Yeah.
was a cloth thing.
It was a cloth thing.
So it was and obviously the textile industry.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have so much money. Oh, well, I mean,
Okay.
Fuller's Brewery. I'm still going to find a connection there.
Oh, there's also Fuller's Brewery.
Fuller's Brewery, I mean, that's
Yeah,
huge.
Yeah, it's got to go. Maybe you're going to get some inheritance. out
I'm
of
going to
that.
find a connection to that company, I'm telling you.
And then school.
shares.
Alex, did you study afterwards?
Yes, I
What did you
did.
do? What did
So I studied media and communication and culture.
Okay, nice.
So public relations and film and video
Cool,
production.
Nice.
Yes, so cultured.
Ah, I see. I
So
see. Well, that obviously is following your labs. You know,
Yes.
And then you joined Sandbus.
Oof, lots
What
of
did you do? Something? Did you do really any shitty jobs before you did that?
no comment. So let's just assume I went straight from the degree to Sandbus. Yes, so now I work for the blood services as the donor educator.
Okay.
And yes, I am.
Donor educator. So that's like there she is. Look at that.
That is
There
me.
you go. Look at that drip there.
I know, right? That is our head office in Joburg. That was me, eccentric.
It's your head office. Okay. So
Yeah.
And Sandbus obviously it's government thing, or is it a private thing?
It's an NPO. We're throughout the majority of South Africa the only separate. Western Cape has their own blood transfusion services,
Oh.
but the rest of South Africa is all Sambus.
Okay. So the blood
Yes.
transfusion services was that a different thing?
All South African National Blood Services, because we are the majority of South Africa,
Okay.
and then the Western Cape Blood Transfusion Services is
Okay.
just within the Western Cape.
Why have they got their own blood there? They don't like our blood over here. What?
Really completely know, but we work together often if we have
Yes, of course.
if we have campaigns and promotions.
It's probably an
and that.
admin thing where it was a certain historical thing.
Yes, I'm sure, but we both each have our cute ambassadors.
Oh.
We have separate blood drops.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, blood drops. That
Yes,
looks
ours is blood buddy though.
I think
Adorable, so
blood
cute.
buddy.
Blood
I
buddy.
like that.
So cute.
And so you're educating then as well. So you
Yes.
were at the schools. You enjoyed with the kids. They've got full of energy.
Yes, my peer promoters. I've no idea if anyone watching this is a peer promoter, but I love you guys. So
Peer promoters.
my peer promoters, yes. So I run the program with the schools from here throughout, or up to like Allowell North. So all the schools that do blood drives, we train maybe like 6 or 8 students within each school to assist at their school blood drives.
Okay.
Yes.
Got to be someone who doesn't pass out at the sight of blood.
Oh, shame. Their assistance is really letting the school know that we're coming, getting them excited, just making sure that we are coming.
Yes.
But they work so hard. They're really fantastic kids. It's so lovely. I'm always so excited to see them.
Well, it's amazing that the schools do these. Does it
Ooh,
quite often, and
yes.
VP in the high schools as well. They often have the the caravan will come out there and do
Yes.
it, and they get the badge and they get the thing.
Our schools are amazing. They really, really assist us so much when it comes to blood stocks because we have to have a certain amount, obviously,
Yes.
to make sure that there is enough blood for all the hospitals.
Yeah.
And our high schools and our primary schools are amazing when it comes to assisting.
I presume times of the year is like December, and that is it's going to be always going to be more blood. When do you need more, and when does it sort of just level out?
So the thing is, the majority of blood is actually required for women in childbirth. And yes, and for
Yeah, there's a lot of blood that gets lost.
yes, and for patients going through cancer, etc. So we really obviously need blood throughout the year, but over December period and over Easter, etc., our schools and our businesses are closed. So it's a bit more of a challenge.
So it's actually the supply dips.
Yes, our businesses and our schools are closed, so we need everyone to come to us. Yes, so that is usually our challenge towards those periods.
Okay.
But yeah, we obviously need blood all the time.
Yeah. I mean, you can't freeze blood.
You can freeze a product of blood, but in general, they all have shelf lives. Each product that we get from blood. So we always need blood. It's not as if we. It's not as if we have extra.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We're always
using
needing it.
and you need this.
Exactly.
These stocks so that you can just keep up.
Yes.
'Cause, I mean, when you need it, then you need it now.
Exactly.
It's not the kind of thing that you can say, well, let's try and book some for next month.
Exactly. Next
second
week is
week
not
on-
going to help if you
Yeah.
need it now. So
You
yes,
need it now, otherwise you're going to expire.
blood donation is it's incredibly important. So please,
Yeah, so out there as well, obviously. Always think about it.
Please.
And then and so your role, you say you're the educator and you'll go out there and also, but you're also like a PRO as well.
Well, I'm not a PRO, but essentially, I feel that anyone who works for Sambas, we
Is a
obviously
PRO.
have, aspects of PR with any company. But it's really just, for me, it's really just educating people on the requirements of blood donation. And obviously, there are always things that people are a bit confused about or not so sure about. So it's just really important to let people know if they have any questions, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, just to address questions that people have.
Okay, so finally, music.
Ah,
The music.
yes,
Obviously, you're
wow,
a
it's
user
like-
as well, and that's why.
I am.
And I know you play with Colin. Is the word always
Second half of the colonics.
the colonics.
Don't ask us why we named ourselves that.
The colonics. And where did you start playing and singing? I mean, was that from? I mean, your dad was always a muso as well.
Yes. Oh, my dad was a musician long time. I can't even remember. I just remember my dad basically making me sing Hanson in the lounge. Yes.
If you want
Yes.
flowers,
Mbop.
go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Was it? No, it wasn't. No, it was.
Ba-ba-doo-ba-da-ba-doo.
But that's
Oh.
that's
Yeah, no. So
that's another story.
yes.
Mbop.
Mbop, yes. But then,
That.
yes, loved Hanson. Absolutely loved
Great
Hanson. It was a great
Sweeties.
band. I know. All brothers. So yes, since that's probably an earlier reminder, but I've been playing probably in gigs probably, I think, only in my 20s.
Okay.
Yes, I think I only started gigging in my 20s.
Yeah, well, you got to get the confidence together before you step out there.
Yes.
Unless you're playing at some little restaurant like idly in the corner.
That was the majority of my gigs,
Yeah.
not gonna lie. Yes, sitting in the corner. Like the best would be like they'd be like, "Can you put it down?" And you're like, sure, that's
Sure,
fine.
no problem. I'll just
Yeah, like it's cool.
play an instrumental this time.
Fine. So yes, I had a lot of those gigs.
Oh, my
But
soul.
I did play like with a band once or twice, not consistently, but for a show. Heavens, is that me?
Oh, I don't know. That's must be carried.
I was going to be like, wow, I'm such a celebrity. I'm like so accessible on the
you?
internet. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. We've got another comment there. What's that?
Hello.
Donate today, I think it says there at the bottom. Let's have a look there. The Internaut is the name of the movie. Which movie was that? Oh, The Internaut. Oh, yes.
Oh, is that the Killer Snow
the Killer
one?
Snow, the
Oh,
snowflakes.
my word. Toad's going to watch
Touch
that.
it and you die. Yes, thank you. If you're choosing
Why
between
would
David
you?
Tennant movies, series,
Why would
or
you
Michael
ask
Sheen,
me that, Leonie?
How would you survive?
I wouldn't survive. That's why Good Omens exist. Because you need both of them together, obviously.
Doster.
Yeah, I mean,
Chickens are the closest related to T-Rex.
yeah, that is true.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching chickens. Have you ever watched chicken TV? If you see chickens...
Chickens are actually quite terrifying. I mean,
the whole day you watch them. They are the most interesting things to watch.
I mean, chickens are quite scary. I mean, they could nip the heck out of you.
Oh, yeah. But then when they sleep, I wonder if T-Rexes slept like chickens. Because they're really easy meat when they sleep, you know.
They have the
you can
very
chow
small...
them. No, they just like sleep.
The chickens? Or the T-Rex?
and you
Both
can-
of them, probably.
You can literally, if they sleep in the tree or if they sleep, you can just go take them and eat them while they're there. You know.
It's amazing that chickens aren't an endangered species.
Eric's saying, interesting chat. Thank you very much. We're talking a lot of crap tonight, I can tell you what. Rika Yonka, I'm in Bridgemead, close to Thunderstorm.
Oh, man, we came from the same streets.
From the hood.
Yes.
It's a vibe there,
So
eh?
gangster. Oh, yeah.
Western vibes and things.
It was. I mean, I was out in the streets punching people.
I had some mates out there who used to go and joel.
I've heard great stories from way back in the day. I mean, my day was like mid, you know. I mean, there wasn't any really fun things happening, like the biker gangs and stuff.
She's donated. There we go.
Oh,
so my
thank you, Rika. You're amazing.
3 lives.
Yes,
You're
that is
so
literally
right.
3 people that you've saved today.
Like, totally.
I love you.
Totally
Yes.
saving people.
It really are. It really is 3 people every time you donate blood.
Yeah.
So it's 3 products that we can use on 3 different patients. Yes.
That
so
is good.
thank
That is
you.
good.
Thank you from this vampire. Very friendly one though.
So and your favorite music? What do you like enjoy?
Ooh, so music. I must admit, I am quite old school with music. The Beatles was always my absolute favorite, and I must admit, it's kind of like a triangle going on now, which is Fleetwood Mac, Queen, and the Beatles.
Oh, well, that is the triangle of like
Brilliance. Yes.
proportions.
Absolutely. So those
You
are
got Freddie, you
probably
got the Rock, and you got then you got
yes, and the
Beatles,
witchy dreaminess of Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, Stevie
then
Nicks,
Stevie Nicks is
unbelievable
amazing.
voice,
Yes.
and just so much soul.
I know. She's also in another parallel universe. Is
Yeah.
also
The Chain for me is one of
oh,
the
the
best.
Chain is one of the best songs
best song
ever.
ever.
I love that. Oh,
Yeah,
by the
all
way,
those harmonies.
the Chain. Flags. Our flag means death. Our flag means death. Another series.
Our flag means death.
Death. Oh, pirate series, amazing. 2 seasons. Taika Waititi's in it. It's just so
Pirate
good.
series.
It's a pirate series.
What was that, Gary? He's got something there with if he's not.
Oh man.
not the one.
Okay, so guys,
Who's
another
that?
series. So this
So
is
Nicolas
Gilmore
Cage.
Girls. No,
it looks like-
no, that's Luke. So from Gilmore Girls. So when the series started, then Lorelai gave a little horoscopy thing to Luke, just saying he should keep it on him. And then I think it's like 6 or 7 years later, and he's kept it in his wallet the whole
And he's looking at it and it's coming true.
Well, I mean, they've just obviously their romance has developed.
Oh.
You can't say spoiler to me. Gilmore Girls is very old, so yeah. It's just it's really it's a beautiful story. Yes, so Luke and Lorelai.
I'm getting this romance theme going through what we were talking about.
I know.
Do us a song. No, we were trying to work one out earlier. There we go.
Oh wow! I get to do karaoke.
Give us
Into the party.
Put it on our screen, okay?
Hey, Yes.
Start it again. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, how's that? We'll try that.
you walked into the party like you were walking onto a yacht. Your head strategically dipped below one eye. Your scoffing was apricot. You had a one-night in the mirror as you watched yourself go on. And all the girls dreamt that they'd be your partner, they'd be your partner, and you're so vain.
I'll do the Jagger.
You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain.
So vain.
I'll bet you think the song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? Had me several years ago when I was still quite naive. Well, you said we made such a pretty pair and that you would never leave. But you gave away the things you love, and one of them was me. I had some dreams, there were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee, and you're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain.
So vain.
I'll bet you think the song is about you. Don't you? Don't you?
Don't you?
Mother, don't you?
I did that. Mick Jagger.
That was fantastic.
Jagger, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Lips.
It's Carly Simon and Mick Jagger.
We don't even know if that was in time with the music. We'll have to see afterwards.
That's awkward. Whatever was.
Well, I hope you enjoyed whatever that was. Yes.
Whatever that was, yes.
Fantastic. Awesomeness. There we go. Elvira. So obviously it came out right.
Yay! I'm so pleased. Yay!
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.
Girl.
Oh, Elvira.
It's been a fantastic chat. Derryn Fuller. What
It's
a joy.
been lovely, I know. It's just been a chat, to be perfectly honest.
And you've got to get you on for what you're watching every now and then. I know it was, in the beginning, you were so good with it because we every time we asked you, Derryn was there for us. She was there with our what you're watching, and you did it.
Because I watch a lot of things.
And it's always a breath of fresh air talking with you.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so glad that I got to just find a little bit more about you.
Oh, I had a lovely time tonight. I mean, I got free drinks, I got
Treat chow,
snacks.
and it's
Right.
cold outside, but it's warm. It's
I know.
warm, yeah. It's
It really
beautiful.
is.
And it's been a fantastic chat. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
We've
having
got
me.
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
One of my favorites.
thank
There we
you.
go. One of the favorites.
Thank you.
You're so fine. I love Jagger in the background. He's just so,
I know, every time you were like,
think-
fine.
I think he's like, I think he was like walking past the studio or something, and they got him in to sing.
Oh, no,
Carly
that's so
Simon
good.
got him to do the backing vocals. So you just hear this Jagger in the background, and it's so.
It's so funny because every time you were going, fine, I'm like, oh.
Never
Never heard that one.
You.
Yeah, so fine. We like that angle.
Pass a kind. Your dad was the greatest. I see Elmarie saying that as well.
Yeah, I know,
and,
yeah.
You know, and he taught my son. He was teaching at Elson for a couple of years, and my boy, he just loved everybody loved Mr. Fuller because he was just. I know,
Yeah, I know.
Shame.
My dad was.
Yeah, he was the
Miss
legend.
my dad.
He was a legend.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming in. And we,
Thank
we,
you.
I know that we're doing the competition. We're going to do the competition. We're going to do the competition now. We're going to give away a case of Fitch and Leeds to one of our guests that's on.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Come on, let's see. Check them.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah!
Oh, whatever you got. We have a rule about 90 days. I think Camilla's. Yeah, we do. Sorry, Camilla, we have a rule about 90 days, and Camilla was one of our previous winners.
So sorry, Camilla.
It's because Camilla's been, but she's probably still going to get her last prize. In fact, I will still
Maybe
come
we
to
still
her.
have some left.
And let's see.
Ah!
Sherilyn, we'll get all of you, and you can be our winner.
You've
tonight.
won twice this week. I mean, the other one was a cake that she actually
A cake.
made. Yes.
Oh my God! So you can have cake and gin and tonic. Fantastic.
Right?
All the more for Ashley. There we go. Pass the kit. Your character. Thank you,
Thank
Elmarie.
you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you to our sponsor, Fitch and Leeds.
Thank you, Rika.
And thank you to Amobia for our internet, Nicola. And there's a couple more comments here. Nice listening to you.
Thank
Have a
you.
blessed evening further. Diane Atwell, thank you. My voice is not okay at the moment, but it is recovering. I've got until Friday to get it right. So I've got all
I like
sorts
the
of
Mick.
all sorts of crap that I'm
Jagger.
trying out. This garlic and honey and pulmonary that puts stuff in the throat. I've got all sorts of stuff happening. Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. Oh.
And Shirley, thank you. Yeah, you won. You won.
Yeah.
Great, Shirley. And yes, Camilla, you owe here I'll popped out there. Don't worry. She's at the library, which is.
Oh my gosh, library! It's
she's
my
the
favorite
library
thing.
lady. She also likes books. You know, a bit of a bookworm.
Oh, I love books. So.
Leonie says, "We, Shirley, coming over for drinks." There we go. You've got friends already, Shirley.
Everyone's going to come for your drinks.
Try what? Jeugsemoer. What is a jeugsemoer?
Whoa.
It sounds a young moor.
Jeugse what?
I don't know. People think, thank you.
I don't think I can say that out loud.
Eric Kaplan says, bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Bye,
and have
Eric.
a lovely weekend. Oh, Scotland. Are you Scotland? You say you've been to Scotland?
Oh,
Are you going
man.
to Scotland?
If I could, my plan, don't actually not my technical plan. My sister lives in Scotland and I'm going to go visit. Yes, in November. Yes. I'm so excited. I'm going to go visit one of my favorite castles that I've been obsessed with. And I'm probably going to find a cow and move to the Highlands.
A coup.
And a coup. I'm gonna find a Highland
You find
coup.
yourself a coup.
Yes, and I'm going to never come back. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna find like a building in the Highlands and I'm just going to live there with a cow.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
It's my plan.
Well, I'll come and visit your coup.
Please do. You're welcome at my coup.
Because I want to see what they talk like up there. I'm trying to do the accent properly.
I'm a sponge for accents, so give me 2 weeks and I'll sound Scottish.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you, Derryn. And thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you next week.
Relax, sit down. Coming out of PE town. Have a drink, find a shot. Never mind your liver, get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle. Have a Gino shot.
Gino shot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Get to Gino's spot.
Gino spot.
Have a laugh, have a giggle, and exercise your middle.